go.
And it's the Pistons to start out. Just sort of looking at the standings here, Greg, midseason. Do you think the conference system still holds any relevance?
Listen, I think for travel distance. It makes sense to continue to have divisions and conferences. But in the perfect world, I think we'd love to see, hey, let's just see them 1 through 16 and determine who's truly the best.
And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. Stewart a screen. B-Train passes to Stewart, and it's good for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now. Here's Rozier, and he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. Bridges against Stewart. Bridges passes to Washington, and then Washington with the dunk.
Boy, nice job that time by P.J. Washington to knock down the shot after setting the screen.
Stewart with the screen on Oubre. B-Train passes to Stewart. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. Pass the ball. Oubre on the wing. Back to ball. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets it.
At the line for the Hornets. Ball. LaMelo Ball. At the line for 2.
And which Ball can score. He's got a lot in his package.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And with LaMelo Ball, this team struck gold. Exactly what the Hornets needed. Great production and a face of the franchise type of talent.
And the dunk by Grant.
Boy, take a look at the hops of Grant. I mean, really getting up and sending a message with that alley-oop.
Bridges passes to Rozier. A floater. The rebound by Grant. You know, Greg, thinking about LaMelo and this team, he's got the fans here in Charlotte excited.
And Kevin, let's be honest here for a moment. The Hornets haven't had a lot of luck in the draft. And the fans are ecstatic. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Now, here's Rozier. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Here's Oubre. Here's the teardrop. And here's Washington outside. Nailed from three-point land.
Boy, he's a stretch forward now with a dangerous outside shot. Washington loves letting that one fly from there.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
They get it again.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Joseph, the pass to B-Train. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Kicks it out to Grant. Trains it from beyond the arc. Grant's got his second basket of the night.
Well, I tell you, I like the fact that Grant is selective in the shots that he takes. He's looking for quality. If he senses the defense is playing off him, as the pass is coming to him, he's prepared. He's getting shot ready as the pass is in the air.
Now, here's Bridges. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Just 2 to shoot. Off target from three-point range. The Pistons trailing. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's B-Train. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Now, here's Rozier. No points in the game yet for him. And it's blocked. Now, Detroit moving it up. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's B-Train. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. That's tipped.
Boy, a really good shot blocker for a wing. Bridges elevates quickly and has an excellent sense of timing.
Passes it the ball. Lets it go from 11. That shot, no good. The Pistons have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Down low, here's Grant. Misses off the left iron.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
On the wing, Rozier. The drive-by ball. And he's fouled pretty hard on.
Isaiah Stewart. That's his first personal foul. Team second.
Ignore the size he has at his position.
You know, he's 6'7", Kevin, so that's big for a point guard, and it allows him to see over defenses, and I also think it helps him as a rebounder.
Here's B-Train. And the shot goes in. B-Train's got 6.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Rozier kicks to Washington. Grant against Bridges. There's a screen by Washington. Pass to Rozier. Lets the 3 fly. The shot that time, not on target. And Detroit the other way now. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
Here's Ball after the made shot from B-Train. There's a screen by Washington. Bridges passes to Washington. Not this time. His first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Here's B-Train. He's got 8. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Who wants them 3 teams? Hey, it's your Pistons mascot.
In for Stewart. Bay comes in for Jeremy Grant. Josh Jackson's checked in for Cunningham. And it's Jackson in for Joseph. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Plumlee is checked in for P.J. Washington. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Kelly Oubre. Martin's checked in for Rozier. And it's DeLon Wright in for Ball. Detroit with the ball. Following Bogdan Bogdanovic's 3-point attempt. There's B-Train. He's guarded by Plumlee. Olynyk. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Bogdanovic against Jackson. It's rebounded by B-Train. B-Train's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Plumlee with the screen. And it's Bogdanovic off the drive. Misses from short range.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting.
Who wants a pizza?
Rising on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Your Pistons dance. The dance team.
Bridges dishes to right. Outside, Bogdanovich. Outside, Martin. Plumlee sets the pick for Martin. And there's the drive. And it's blocked. It's out of bounds to the Hornets.
Solid basketball.
Four on the shot clock. Here's Bridges.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Exactly. Nothing easy. They're making them work just to get into their offense. Very disruptive so far.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Right against Jackson.
2 minutes.
And Wright kicks to Bogdanovich. To stop the run. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D there from B-Train. There's 1:40 left to play in the first. That ball is good for another. Field goal, his sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Plumlee finds Wright. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. B-Train's got 7 rebounds in the game.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now, here's Bridges. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And there's the pass to Martin. Over Olynyk. No good off the front iron. Detroit leading by 14. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's B-Train, covered by Martin. Kelly Olynyk, and that's good. Olynyk's got 5.
Defense. They've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Plumlee sets the pick for Bridges. And that one, good.
Well, he's very dependable from that area. So Bridges, to me, should look to keep attacking when he gets the ball in this space.
Here's B-Train, and he dunks it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the
Your Pistons 31. The away team 14. It's the Pistons mascot.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Detroit.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Another thing they've been able
Basketball.
Range shooting. On the court for the Hornets, the guard spots are filled by Ball and Rozier. Plumlee out there with Washington. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, B-Train in the last matchup against the Grizzlies was terrific. He tallied 50 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display. For him. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Bulls.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Now, here's Oubre. He's guarded closely. And it's Rozier missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Good on the triple.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Lyles a screen on Oubre to the inside. Lyles kicks to Cunningham. Pass to B-Train. Lyles with the screen. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Another 3 for Detroit.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Lyles against Ball, and foul on the shot. So
That's his first personal foul, first team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team. That'll be a Pistons timeout. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on.
Here's B-Train. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Trying to end the drought, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Now, here is Martin. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Wright against Jackson. And Wright kicks to Bridges. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Here's B-Train. He's covered by Bogdanovich. 55 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And the Dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Now here is Martin. Here he goes, and finished off by Martin.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Well, that might be fair, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
And it's the Hornets with the ball, following the bucket by the Pistons. 5 on the clock. Stolen. For the finish. And so it's Detroit holding a very comfortable 25-point lead.
Y'all just keep doing what you're doing. 63 to the away team, 38.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Cunningham is out there with Corey Joseph. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Grant, and it's B-Train in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Here's Oubre, following the bucket by the Pistons. Looking for Bridges, he gets it there. And Grant sends it back. Oubre can't get it to go.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's B-Train, 24 points for him. Driving in, and he jams it with authority.
Well-rounded. Effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now, here's Washington. He's got 13. Bridges passes to Washington. Oubre outside. 4 on the clock. Bridges inside the 3-point line. Charlotte no good that time either.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Driving inside.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
There's Ball with the 3. Charlotte no good that time either.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's B-Train. Oh! And he goes in for the dunk.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 11. In the corner, it's Bridges. Stewart against Oubre. Over Stewart. Oubre can't get it to go.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
And Kelly Oubre, the new face on the Hornets, was hoping to get a See, the market, though, just not there for him. Ended up with a 2-year deal in a situation where he feels he can show his work. Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
B-Train passes to Stewart. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice. Stewart. It's got 8.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham.
Cade Cunningham. That's his second personal foul.
Making a switch. Isles checked in. Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Hornets. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Bridges outside. Just 4 to shoot. And Ball slams it in.
And powering it home. Ends a 12-0 run by Detroit.
Here's B-Train. He's got 32. And the dunk by Lyle.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is Portland.
All right, fans, get on your feet. Make some noise for Future Collins. Fans, it's your Pistons mascot.
Rozier with a screen on Joseph. Ball kicks to Oubre. It's hauled in by Lyles.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front. You look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark.
Mason Plumlee. That's his third personal foul. First team
A moment to
foul.
look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Detroit.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Book Knight, he's checked in for the Hornets. Good on both. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Rozier the pass to Bridges. Plumlee with a screen on Grant. Here's Bridges, and Grant sends it back.
Well, he's an incredible athlete. You can just see that, using his vertical and his reach on the defensive end. Outstanding block.
Passes it to Ball. And Grant sends it back. Tipped away. Plumlee with the steal. Book Knight. And Book Knight slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots. No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
And the shot goes in from B-Train.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here's Ball. 13 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Yep, it counts. Ball's got 15 points.
Well, I tell you what separates Ball from a lot of players his age is that his footwork is advanced. He's got almost a PhD in footwork.
Here's B-Train. He has 40. Driving to the basket. And he banks in the layup. B-Train's got 42 in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now here's Bouknight. Here's Plumlee. It's hauled in by Lyles. Detroit's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Screened by Grant. There's the lob to the hoop.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now, here's Rozier. He's got 5. Here's Ball. They grab their own miss, and Plumlee kicks to Ball. Bridges sets the screen for Ball. Driving the lane, and Grant sends it back. Here's Bouknight. Fast break, Detroit. B-Train passes to Grant. Stolen by Ball. Bridges inside. Cunningham's there. Pass the Ball. Back to Rozier. Bridges outside.
2 minutes remaining.
Clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Here's Bouknight. Offline with his 3.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
1:41 left in the third quarter. Knocked away. The pass to Joseph. Here's B-Train, and the layup falls. B-Train's got 44.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And Grant sends it back, and they'll keep possession. Now here's Bouknight, covered by Lyles. Bridges. Here's B-Train. He's guarded by Plumlee. Here's B-Train. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal
Ball
foul.
picks one up.
Team second.
Pistons have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Olynyk, he's checked in for Trey Lyles. Bay comes in for Jeremy Grant. Jackson, he's checked in for Cunningham. And Diallo's subbed in for Joseph. And it's Martin missing. Detroit's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Here's B-Train, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Hey, major props to Josh Jackson. Made an intelligent play there. Has a good feel for when his guys have a clean look.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Bogdanovich dishes to Plumlee. It's right on the wing. He's guarded by Diallo. Bogdanovich looking around. Shoots over Olynyk. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Here's B-Train. Jackson from long range. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. The 3-quarter.
Your Pistons, 94-6. It's your Pistons mascot.
For Kelly Olynyk, Lyle comes in for Sadiq Bey, and B-Train subbed in for Jackson. All right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts to choose from. You know, Phoenix has got to be in that conversation with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But I'll tell you what, with the Splash Brothers healthy and back at it, it's just hard to beat that combination.
On the court for Charlotte. The guard spots are filled by Ball and Rozier. Bogdanovich out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Plumlee into the pivot spot. That's on Terry Rozier. Charlotte making some changes. Richards is checked in, and Bouknight comes in for Ball. Now, here's Rozier. Richards passes to Bouknight. Hits it from three-point range.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Here's B-Train, covered by Oubre. And good, he hits it again.
And this game has
keep on going, baby.
Defensive onslaught.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Over in the corner, Rozier. And it's the Hornets, another three.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. When he's getting to his spots, shooting the ball with confidence, excellent turnaround for him.
And there's the drive. Count that bucket. B-Train's got 57 points.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Bouknight passes to Rozier. And Clark, you played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now, the way they have it set up and the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls, yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall.
Here's Rozier after the made shot from B-Train. Stewart with the steal. One-on-one fast break. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain. Charlotte on D. The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's B-Train, covered by Oubre. And foul on the shot hit.
Well, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
For Detroit, at the line.
He's perfect from the line this time. Hornets have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Plumlee with a screen on Jackson. Here's Rozier. Rebounded by the Pistons. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Here's B-Train. Rozier defending. Here's B-Train. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Bouknight, no good. Detroit's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. High post Stewart. In the corner, it's Diallo. To the paint. It's blocked, and he gets it back. And Stewart gets it to go. Charlotte's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. To the wing right side. Can they get it? Bouknight with the bucket. Bouknight's got 6 here in this quarter.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And in this era of player empowerment, Clark, do you think star players have ever had more leverage than they do today?
No question they have not. With social media, the platforms players have been able to build, the following the NBA has, not just domestically, but globally, all of that has converged to give players a significant amount of power. And not to discount the fact that players are more aware and educated in so many of the business aspects of the game than I've ever seen them, and that's an encouraging sign from my perspective.
And here are the Hornets now, following the bucket by the Pistons. And it's Wright missing. Here's B-Train, guarded by Wright. He takes it in, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's B-Train.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the game. Jackson passes to B-Train. Shot clock at 6. Connects again.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Foul. Isaiah Stewart. That's his 3rd personal foul. 13 foul.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Mason Plumlee. And what makes Bouknight so difficult to guard? His ability to hit jumpers off the bounce.
He's got a great handle and the quickness to create separation. I know it's unpopular with the analytics crowd, but his pull-up from mid-range is money. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Detroit.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that 3rd meeting.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for B-Train.
Boy, I thought he did a little bit of everything out there tonight, notching the triple-double in style. He was a difference maker.
Now here's Wright. Pass to Bouknight. Misses the 3.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's B-Train. Looking for Stewart. He gets it there. Tries again. And he lays it up and in.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And here is Bouknight. And so
your Pistons win. Your Pistons, 136, visiting team.